We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Washington Commanders. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from FedEx Field. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Allen now on first down. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Washington looking for another timeout, and they get it. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. To the air, Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run for the first time with James Cook. Oh, felt like that move deserved more than he got there. A gain of 2.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 60 yards. And the Bills are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have. Simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Ready.
They'll start with the option. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
To throw on second down, Daniels. Oh, his first throw of the season is intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. That throw, Charles, on the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is.
And a loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he's got room inside the 20. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. And they put it up. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On first down, Daniels. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 16 more on that one, and another first down. Looking to throw. Daniels. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After first and second down went backwards, it's third and very long. Back to throw. Daniels. Throwing right, and that's complete. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Taken in at the 22. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first two drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a three-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
On the ball away. It's second down and 10.
Now a 2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing his Allen on 3rd. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. They'll give to Cook on the read option. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Allen now looks to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Curtis Samuel from 21 yards away. And the Bills are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here's 2nd and 10. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Now a 3rd and 6.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, green. Real green. Ready?
Looking to throw. Daniels. Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. The first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Back to throw. Daniels. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
The throw over the middle taken in. Call it an even 20 yards on the pickup. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Daniels. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here we go.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Back to throw. Daniels. And this one's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Ready.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Able to get away. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Not what you wanted there. It goes as a sack and a loss of a yard, and now it's 4th and goal. And his kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Third down, here's a run by Cook. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, But they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So now on 4th down, Sam Martin on to punt for Buffalo. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
On 3rd down, Daniels. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Bills are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. Here's Allen. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Cook up the gut, and that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they can pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Able to push his way through. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
Okay, ready?
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Blaster, stay. Ready?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Here we go. Ready?
They go play action here on first down. Hopping over the top. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Commanders 3.
Get that first down, fellas.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 4.
Back to throw again.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
On 1st and 10, Daniels. And a throw right sideline is complete. Touchdown! A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Commanders are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
Point after, right down the middle. And it makes the score 21-10. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Now Allen. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Touchdown, Washington.
A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut.
And the Commanders take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2.
They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion. But still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do. And don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Oh, that's true. You've said that before. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try to get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 9.
Throwing now is Allen. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
And just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So the decision to throw out that challenge flag, a good one, as they'll get credited with a completion.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. It's so close, he gets it to the run. Out of bounds right there.
126 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now they bring a receiver in motion right.
He'll get it here on the jet sweep.
And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. A great play there.
with his first career touchdown in his first career game, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Ready, set.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
Ready.
Throwing again, Daniels. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Daniels. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. Touchdown, Washington. It's the fullback. 41 yards. And the Commanders are back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And this is back to a 5-point game. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now a full right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. So the shotgun snap to Allen. That is complete downfield to Knox. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington 16. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. And now they're in the hurry up. Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. This will be caught just inside the 10. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
You see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Commanders are right back in this football game. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now a play fake here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory. Down at the 31. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Touchdown! A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Commanders have taken a fourth quarter lead. So Washington now with an important two-point conversion attempt. They'll try and run it here. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a one-point game. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Had no command that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. There he goes again. Inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. With now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bills use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Allen will try to throw for it. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5. And boy, figure this one out. Leading here in the fourth, and now they're going to try an onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Daniels. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And they run the option on 2nd down. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, program to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Here now, 2nd and goal. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Looking to throw. Daniels. And he slings one that's incomplete. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
3rd down and goal coming up here. Back to throw. Daniels. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Commanders answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. They'll try and throw for it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here comes 2nd down. Now Allen. That's complete. It's Cook. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, but it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. throwing. Allen. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Bills first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. It's complete to Cook. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
What a call right there. That is so well executed offensively. A massive play in this game. And now all of a sudden, they are in field goal range. And with a chance to walk out of here winners.
This is 1st and 10. Allen. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Commanders have just about sewn up this football game. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. But a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
As our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. We know that not everyone's going to start the season
nice.
right. Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many